stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Carter. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going.
I'd have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Memphis. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's McCann. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Back to the ground game on the left. Powers through the defender. At the 35, he's loose. Racing down the left side. At the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Bison.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason thing. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right?
Snags it and he's open. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. They didn't look to push it downfield, and the running back not quite able to get to the sticks.
Yeah, but I don't mind the decision. I like getting it to my guy and trusting him to make a play and get the first down. But now puts me in a different situation. Fourth down. Do I want to go for it? What do I want to run?
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Bison offense has taken the field, ready to begin this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Third and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He'll set up to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The ball is spotted, but the officials waving the training staff onto the field to check on the injured Memphis Tiger. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. On the run, it's Carter. Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Hayden. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. A little release to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in the...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the outside. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. He would have loved to have been able to throw the ball past the first down sticks, couldn't get it done, and they couldn't create enough room off the dump down, Jesse.
So let's give credit to the defense then in coverage, taking all of the throws away and also doing a nice job of keeping the football in front of them, and then great effort making that tackle setting up for it.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Bringing it back. Fielded in the end zone. It's McCann.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bison offense has taken the field, ready to begin this drive. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Quick completion on the out route. Runs through a man. He might have space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wide receiver. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The inside handoff. Here's a little room there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Bison offense has taken the field, ready to begin this drive. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It'll be 3rd and long. Let's go. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Can't hang on, he muffs it.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
The Bison offense has taken the field, ready to begin this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
There's some room. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Bison! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. they've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Nolan. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Covey. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Snagged in the middle, it's Chapman. Brought down just outside the red zone, he moves the chains, it's at the 22. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Makes the catch. Breaks, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hold and fire complete. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion. Now 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's out past the 35. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Memphis. The defense takes matters into its own hands. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? The offense changing the play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And this just hasn't hit his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Snags it over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lost one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at UCLA in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Bruins with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Bison. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Oh, shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to the well. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Nolan. Fires to the tight end. Looking for room at the 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walden. Breaks the tackle. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Bison offense has taken the field, ready to begin this drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. Makes the grab in their space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Slithers into space. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Could be. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bison. He would not be denied.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, Dave.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Flips it out to the back. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. The run inside. It's Walden. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Sends it back in motion. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Rides to back and leaves it. Maybe some room here. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Just feeds the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking for a man, it's Nolan. They're working that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Looking to throw on first down. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Memphis. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bison offense is taking the field, ready to begin this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
He's tackled at the 38-yard line.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Here we go, ready. Let's go.
To the air on first down. Looking deep. Catch inside the 25. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. This time they'll go to the running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bison. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Looking for a crease. It's Hatcher. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Hunt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets a block. And there he goes. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Bison offense is taking the field, ready to begin this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry. Because
a big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bison. The offense cashing it in on that drive. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Now the Brain Trust will go to work on both sidelines. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Takes the easy one to the back. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.